or pharmacistben.com. Of course, you can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470. If you're in the Kansas City area, please come by the 4 Points Sheraton KC Sports Complex this Monday, December 15th, 7 p.m. We'll be talking about the simplicity and ease of reversing degenerative disease, of living a strong and long and healthy life, or living your long and strong allotted healthy life of 100 to 120 years. Not enough just to live to 120 years. You want to be strong and vital all through that time. And it's really in the body's nature to heal. So if you're dealing with any kind of degenerative health crisis, it's something we're doing. If we got a degenerative health crisis, we are doing something to interfere with the natural regenerating process of the body. That's what we talk about here every day on the Bright Side, and that's what we'll talk about this coming Monday, December 15th, 7 p.m., 4 Points Sheraton KC Sports Complex. Please call Rich Stocks at 317-730-1018 for RSVP or more information. Okay, our number today, got lines open for you. Please call early so we don't have to leave anybody on hold. 877-300-7645, 877-300-7645. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you do that. We're talking about nitrogen, specifically nitric oxide, super important gas hormone, gas transmitter. Upregulating, stimulating your own nitric oxide is a wonderful strategy for relaxing the body, for opening up blood vessels, for helping heal the heart, for reversing degenerative diseases of the heart, for skin health, for health of the blood vessels, for health, for wound healing. There are all kinds of reasons why nitric oxide is important. And one of the best ways to upregulate nitric oxide is to get yourself out in the sun without sunscreen. Yes, I said that, without sunscreen. Now, you don't want to burn. That's not a good idea to burn. But the sun is extremely important for a lot of reasons. Everybody knows about how the sun will upregulate vitamin D. The sun is important for stimulating serotonin, natural serotonin, so you don't need to be on a Prozac-type drug, a serotonin reuptake inhibitor-type drug. And certainly for nitric oxide, the sun is very important for upregulating nitric oxide. Sunshine equals nitric oxide. Sunshine equals nitric oxide equals pain relief, because nitric oxide is one of nature's pain relievers. It's one of the biological system, the human body's way of handling pain. That's what I talk about. That's what I mean when I talk about how the human body is self-contained. It has its own drugs. It has its own natural pharmacy. It has its own natural antihypertensives. It has its own natural antibiotics. It has its own natural vasodilators. It has its own natural sun protection. It has its own natural mental health chemicals. It has its own natural pain-relieving and anti-inflammatory chemicals as well. Drugs imitate in a toxic fashion, and they can't help but be toxic because they're imitations. They imitate in a toxic fashion what the body makes. There's a famous story. Deepak Chopra tells a story, which I always love to tell, where he's sitting on a plane, and he's talking to the guy next to him, and the plane's about to take off, and the guy next to him has some Valium, because he's got anxiety when he flies. The guy is taking his Valium, and he says to Deepak, this is all Deepak's telling the story, he says to Deepak, "Hey, you want a Valium?" And Deepak goes, "No thanks, I'm making my own." Just like that. That's how he talks. And I always love that story because he is making his own. We're all making our own Valium. We're all making our own anti-anxiety medication. These are natural chemicals that the body makes and the brain makes, but they're imitated by pharmacology, by pharmaceutical companies, imitated in toxic fashion and sold back to us. Upregulate your own mental health chemicals. Upregulate your own anti-inflammatory chemicals. Upregulate your own blood sugar metabolizing chemicals. I was just reading an article here off of Medscape. Where did I put that darn article? Apparently now, doctors want everybody to take metformin. Metformin is a drug that lowers blood sugar, that helps the body handle blood sugar, and now doctors want everybody to take metformin. You don't need metformin, peoples. If you got diabetes or if you got blood pressure problems, I can't find this article now, but if you got blood sugar problems, if you want to support blood sugar, you don't need metformin. You don't need any drugs. Our bodies are self-contained. We make our own medication. We make our own pharmacy. And of course, it all comes from the foods we eat, in addition to the thoughts we think and the feelings we feel. I'll get you this article here when we come back from our next break. In any case, nitric oxide is one of the body's natural wound healers, natural pain relievers, natural anti-inflammatory medication. That means because the sun upregulates nitric oxide. That means the sun stimulates your own pain-relieving chemicals. Sunshine equals pain relief. Sunshine equals anti-inflammation. Via this nitric oxide connection, the sun is anti-inflammatory and it is pain-relieving. How do you get a nitric oxide? So the sun is how you stimulate nitric oxide, but how does the body make nitric oxide? Via the amino acid arginine. This is where we started talking about all these gas hormones many weeks ago when we were discussing arginine. I absolutely love this amino acid. It's not essential. It's not one of the mighty 90 nutrients. The mighty 90 are essential, like air. Got to have the mighty 90 like you got to have air. Arginine is not essential in this sense because the body can make arginine, but it is conditionally essential, which means even though you don't absolutely positively have to have arginine in your diet because your body can make it, it's probably a good idea. Now, one of the things about arginine is that it helps you make nitric oxide. Now, arginine is a super carrier for nitrogen. Remember, nitrogen is mega important. It does work in the body. I've been calling it an explosive element. It's not really an explosive element. It has to be combined with other things to be explosive, but nonetheless, nitrogen is super important. If you're a weightlifter or you're a bodybuilder, you're really paying attention to your nitrogen levels. In fact, bodybuilders will check something called nitrogen retention or nitrogen excretion to see how much nitrogen they're holding on to or nitrogen they're using or nitrogen they're excreting. Bodybuilders are paying close attention to their nitrogen levels if they're really serious and they're making money or they're professionals or they're training for some kind of contest. They're going to pay close attention to their nitrogen levels. Well, guess what? We're all bodybuilders. We may not be in a contest. We may not be training for anything specific, but just being alive is a type of bodybuilding exercise. So if a professional bodybuilder, is paying attention to their nitrogen levels, it's probably a good idea for all of us to be paying attention to our nitrogen, especially if we're in the hospital, especially if we're recovering from something, especially for grandma and grandpa who are in a nursing home, people who have wasting away issues, like if they have cancer. It's probably not a bad idea to start paying attention to nitrogen, and there's no better way to make sure that you got enough nitrogen in your body than to use arginine supplementally. You can get arginine in food, certainly, but supplemental arginine is so cheap, it's so easy to get, it's so non-toxic and benign and gentle. It tastes like crap, but if you use it in a capsule or if you use a tablet and you swallow it, it's not as bad. I put powder right in my smoothie, and I got to make sure that I cover up the taste of it because, man, is it bitter. You know why it's bitter? Because it's got nitrogen in it, and nitrogen has a certain bitter kind of unpleasant taste to it. Anyway, we'll come back and take your phone calls. We'll continue talking about arginine and nitrogen and nitric oxide when we return from our break. 877-300-7645 is our number on the bright side. We'll be back after this.
Yes, family and friends are gathering to give gifts and wish health and security. But why not enhance cell phone and wireless device security all year with Block It Pocket? A family-owned American business, we now have 2 spectacular holiday specials. Find them now at our new website, blockitpocket.com, or call 888-315-9618. Hurry, holiday special ends Christmas Day. Give the gift of security from blockitpocket.com, wishing you health, freedom, and liberty.
Are you hungry for delicious, nutritious, rich, and satisfying home-cooked meals? Discover the Vita Clay 4-in-1 Smart Organic Cooker. Unglazed Zisha Clay, an ancient secret that makes this fast multi-cooker so special. Infusing your food with incredible flavors, perfect texture, vitamins, and minerals for your good health. It's a slow cooker, rice cooker, a steamer, plus a yogurt maker. Go to VitaClayChef.com and enter promo code RADIO20 for 20% off at checkout. That's VitaClayChef.com.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine, there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercials, commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
Alex Jones here. For the last 2 years, I've been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to design a nutraceutical formulation that has truly life-changing health benefits. So many other formulations out there contain toxic ingredients, synthetic additives, and even GMOs. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend, crafted with over 14 key ancient herbs and extracts to supercharge and prepare your body for what experts admit is the most dangerous season of the year. We have rejected hundreds of other formulations in our quest to bring you what is simply the most powerful and comprehensive proprietary formula that we have ever created in the realm of herbal immunity. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. Now is the time to secure Ancient Defense for you and your family. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
Okay, welcome back to The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us on The Bright Side. 877-300-7645 is our number. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, if you have a friend who's on meds, a loved one who's on meds, and you want to get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you do that. I'm a pharmacist, registered pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, and I just don't like the idea of prescription drugs. I never liked the idea of prescription drugs. I went to pharmacy school to study food, believe it or not. I was fascinated with the idea of food as medicine. I always thought that food was the best kind of medicine. Even when I was in high school, I was fascinated by the food effects on the brain and the effects of food on the body. I went to pharmacy school to study this, and when I went to got into school, this was 1982. Oh my, I can't even believe it. 1982, and first thing you do when you go to pharmacy school is you have an interview with the dean. He just kind of clues you in on what to expect, and he asked me why I wanted to be a pharmacist and what I hope to accomplish. And I told him, well, I want to study food as medicine. And I remember the dean just thought that was the funniest thing he ever heard, and he laughed, and It's like, what the heck is going on? Why are you laughing? Well, we don't study that. We study drugs here, prescriptions. And lo and behold, he was right. Pharmacists study drugs. Pharmacists study toxins. Pharmacists study the poisonous effects of what we call medicine. And for the life of me, it never made sense, and it still doesn't make sense, this idea of using drugs